एक सच बताऊं, द मोमेंट वी कॉमर्स स्टूडेंट्स सी दैट थिक टी.एस. ग्रेवाल टेक्स्ट बुक, आधी जान तो वहीं निकल जाती है। एम आई राइट? क्लास 11th में कॉमर्स ली थी, ये सोच के कि मैथ से छुटकारा मिलेगा, और यहाँ इन्होंने अकाउंट्स की ऐसी मोटी किताब पकड़ा दी। देखो, इनिशियली अकाउंटिंग माइट सीम लाइक अ टोटल नाइटमेयर, जस्ट एंडलेस टेबल्स, कंफ्यूजिंग रूल्स, और वो आखिरी में बैलेंस शीट जो कभी मैच नहीं होती। इट फील्स इम्पॉसिबल। बट लिसन टू मी केयरफुली. What if I tell you that this entire chapter 1 on the basics of accounting is actually just a survival guide for your everyday life? Hello everyone. आज हम इस टी.एस. ग्रेवाल के फियर को हमेशा के लिए खत्म करने वाले हैं। हम इन बेसिक्स को इतना सिंपल बना देंगे कि you'll feel like an absolute pro. Okay, let's jump right into this explainer.
ऑनेस्टली बताना किस किस के साथ ऐसा हुआ है। महीने का स्टार्ट होता है, पहली तारीख को पॉकेट मनी मिलती है एंड यू लिटरली फील लाइक मुकेश अंबानी। यू आर ट्रीटिंग फ्रेंड्स, बाइंग प्रीमियम स्टफ, बट बाय द 20th ऑफ द मंथ यू आर सर्वाइविंग ऑन टैपरी वाली चाय एंड मैगी, स्टेयरिंग एट योर एम्प्टी वॉलेट थिंकिंग, भाई पैसे गए कहाँ? You literally have zero clue where your money vanished. Did you spend it on movies? या हॉस्टल की कैंटीन में दोस्तों का उधार चुका दिया? We have all been there. And you know what? This brilliantly illustrates exactly why accounting exists. It's not just some corporate headache for big MNCs. It is the exact same logic you need to figure out where your pocket money went. अगर आपने अपना personal accounting किया होता, you wouldn't be broke on the 20th.
So here is our exact roadmap for today's explainer. First, we will look at the evolution of accounting. Then, what is accounting really? After that, the process steps. And finally, a final takeaway. Very crisp, very to the point.
Let's kick things off with Chapter 1, the 7,000-year-old headache.
You probably think tracking money is just a modern student problem, right? Wrong. Human civilizations have struggled with this for ages. पहले barter system था, exchanging cows for wheat. It was a massive mess. Just look at this timeline. Around 7,000 years ago in Mesopotamia, nomadic tribes were just starting to build civilized villages, and boom, they immediately needed to keep track of their crops and trades. Fast forward to 63 BC, Roman Emperor Augustus was strictly tracking his massive empire's finances. And guys, India was way ahead too. हमारे अपने चाणक्य, also known as Kautilya, wrote the Arthashastra. उसमें literally detailed rules दिए on how to maintain books of accounts. It is considered our first authentic Indian manuscript on this subject. But the real game changer? The turning point in history was 1494 in Italy. A man named Fra Luca Pacioli dropped a massive book called Summa di Arithmetica. Note this name down in your registers. He's the ultimate architect of double entry bookkeeping. जो debit credit आप आज पढ़ते हो, he laid the foundation for it. Then, by the 1600s, joint stock companies emerge हुई, businesses massive हो गए. Owners अलग और managers अलग हो गए, तो owners ने controls exercise करने के लिए modern accounting का use बढ़ा दिया.
Listen carefully. Here's a crazy piece of trivia that will completely blow your mind. Did you know that accounting is literally responsible for the printed plus and minus signs? Yes. In that exact same 1494 book by Pacioli, he introduced the symbols for plus and minus for the very first time in a printed book. So, the next time you are crying over a complex math equation, you know exactly who to blame. Just kidding. But seriously, this shows how deeply accounting is tied to human progress and basic logic.
Moving straight along to Chapter 2, what is accounting really?
अगर आप अपनी टेक्स्ट बुक खोलोगे, right on the first few pages, you will be hit by these huge, intimidating paragraphs. Boring textbook jargon that instantly makes you want to close the book and sleep. But stick with me here, we are going to translate it. Let's look at the first official definition by the American Accounting Association, or AAA. It says, accounting is the process of identifying, measuring, and communicating economic information to permit informed judgment. सर के ऊपर से गया? Let's simplify. Think of economic information as simply figuring out your current financial status. It's basically you checking your bank balance. Imagine you and your friends are planning a trip to Goa. You check your account. Okay, मेरे पास exactly 2,000 rupees बचे हैं. That is your economic information. Now based on that data, you decide, can I afford this Goa trip? Or should I just stay in my hostel room and eat Maggie? That final decision you make, that is you permitting an informed judgment. See, you are already doing accounting in your daily life. Now, contrast this with the American Institute of CPAs, the AICPA definition.
They call it, and listen to this closely, the art of recording, classifying, and summarizing in a significant manner and in terms of money. Notice the word art? Yes, accounting is an art. It's not just brainless robot work. You have to creatively, cleanly, and systematically organize chaos. And the absolute most crucial rule here, in terms of actual money. By the way, अगर कोई चीज़ money के terms में measure नहीं हो सकती, it simply does not exist in the accounting books. Suppose एक company का बहुत hard-working manager resign कर देता है. It's a huge loss for the company. But can you put a rupee value on his hard work? No. So, will it be recorded in the accounts? बिल्कुल नहीं. Only money talks here.
All right, take a deep breath because we are now entering Chapter 3, the accounting process steps.
Guys, mark my words, this is the core of the entire chapter. The foolproof formula you absolutely need to memorize. अगर आपको ये flow समझ आ गया, आपका 50% backlog tension वही खत्म. Step 1 is identifying, Step 2 is measuring, Step 3 is recording, and Step 4 is classifying. This isn't just boring theory to fill up your answer sheets. This is the exact flow of how a real business, like a busy DMart or a local wholesale market, handles its daily chaos. Let's break these down one by one.
Step 1. Identification. The very first thing you do is ask one simple question. Is this actually a financial transaction for the business? Let me give you a classic college analogy. Let's say you go to the market and buy a huge box of 50 pens. Now, if you are running a small stationary side hustle in your hostel and you bought these pens to resell at a profit, yes, that is a business transaction. You identify it and keep the bill. But if you just bought 50 pens for your own personal college exams because you write really fast and lose pens all the time, that is a personal expense. It does not go into the business books. Business or personal life go alag rana is rule number 1. That is identification.
Okay, moving to Step 2, measuring. The golden rule here is put a rupee value on it. Business you cannot record things in quantities alone. You can't just write purchased 5 chairs and 2 tables. You have to measure the transaction in the common currency of the country. So you write purchased furniture worth rupees 10,000. And remember what I said earlier? If an event cannot be measured in your country's currency, it strictly does not get recorded. Ye mistake exams mein bilkul mat karna. Let's say you hire your senior to help you manage your startup, but you haven't decided their salary or paid them yet. It's a great event, but can you measure that hiring process in rupees today? No. So you don't record it until actual money or a fixed liability is involved.
Now we arrive at Step 3 and 4, and I have a quick question for you. Think back to your school days. How many of you used to maintain one single fat rough notebook for all your subjects, physics, chemistry, maths, English, सब एक ही जगह dump कर देते थे, and then go home and copy it neatly into different fair notebooks? Come on, सबने किया है ये. And that perfectly explains Step 3 and Step 4. Step 3 is recording. In accounting, this is your journal. This is exactly your rough book. Everything that happens in the business every single day, purchases, sales, cash payments, udhar, it just gets dumped chronologically into the journal as it happens. Then, Step 4 is classifying. This is the ledger. The ledger is your beautifully organized fair notebook, where you take the chaos of the journal and neatly organize all those entries by subject.
And this brilliantly illustrates why the ledger is absolute magic in real life. Dekho, what does the classifying step actually do? It transfers entries from the journal, it groups transactions of the same nature together, and it creates individual account heads. Why does this save a businessman's life? Because imagine, you want to know exactly how much money you owe your supplier, Sharma ji. If you only had the journal, the rough book, you'd be crying, digging through thousands of random daily entries like a maniac trying to find Sharmaji's name. But because of the classifying step, because of the ledger, you just open the book, flip to Sharmaji's account, the individual account head, and boom! Every transaction with him is in one place, and the exact final balance is staring right at you. It turns absolute chaos into pure clarity.
All right, we are finally at Chapter 4, Wrap Up and the Golden Rule.
Let me tell you something honestly. If you have understood everything up to this point, you have just conquered the most foundational part of the syllabus. Seriously, pat yourself on the back. Accounting में problem पता है क्या होते हैं? लोग foundations को रटते हैं और फिर आगे जाके उन्हें rules समझ नहीं आते. अगर आपका ये framework strong है, identifying, measuring, recording, classifying, तो आगे की पूरी book आपके लिए एक मजाक बन जाएगी. I want to leave you with this final, incredibly powerful thought. Accounting is the language of business. Guys, this isn't just some catchy phrase written by T.S. Gruel. Think about it. What does a language do? It helps you communicate. By mastering these basic steps, you are literally learning how to speak and read the language of money. Whenever you look at a balance sheet, a ledger, or profit and loss account from now on, it won't just be a wall of terrifying numbers. It will be a story, a very clear story telling you exactly how healthy or sick a business is. And now, you know how to read that story.
तो दोस्तों, that brings us to the end of today's explainer. If this actually helped clear the fog around Chapter 1 and saved you from a potential exam backlog, hit that subscribe button and drop this link in your college WhatsApp groups. Share this cheat sheet with your classmates, your friends, and that one guy who's absolutely terrified of T.S. Gruwell. But before you go, I want to leave you with one question for the comments. The next time your pocket money vanishes by the 20th of the month, will you just complain? Or will you finally open your own personal ledger? Think about it. I'll see you all in the next one. Best of luck for your exams, revise well, and keep crushing it.